Yashasvi Jaiswal, 82 in the first innings and going well in the second. He fell for 84 and the breakthrough that time was given by Pat Cummins, the captain, who was eventually named man of the match. Yashasvi Jaiswal went for a hook and there was some controversy in this particular dismissal. Australia appealed, not out given by Joel Wilson of the West Indies. Australia took DRS, and though there was no spike shown by the Snicko meter, the third umpire, Sharfuddoula of Bangladesh, he ruled Jaiswal out on the evidence that the ball had deflected. Going by the replays, it was visible that the ball deflected off the top face of the bat and onto the gloves of the wicketkeeper Alex Carey. The third umpire could be heard saying in his decision-making process that he says, I can see contact with the gloves, and that was what gave Australia the prized wicket of Jaiswal. It was Snickometer that had no spike, but then it was seen by the naked eye that the ball had deflected off the top face of the bat and also touched the glove. Well, there are two ways of looking at it. You go strictly by the technology, follow the process. It's often that the spike gives an indication whether there was a bat or no bat. A straight line with no spike is not out, and some spike at the point of contact of the bat with the ball is out. But in this case, there was no spike, but still the third umpire went by the deflection of the bat, and in his case, as he said clearly, I can see contact with the gloves. That's something for debate. It is a point to be debated. But then Yashasvi Jaiswal was gone. Joel Wilson, earlier in Yashasvi Jaiswal's innings, when the batsman was on 31, he was lucky to be given not out, and the third umpire saw that it was umpire's call on the wickets. The argument then by the experts and the commentators were that more than half of the ball was below the bail. It was clipping the top of the bail. More than half of the ball was below the line of the bail. But then the Bangladeshi third umpire, he went with the umpire's call, which was not out in this case. But then I personally feel that this umpire's call should be removed from DRS. It is either out or not out. You hit the bails fall, it is out. Whether it is kissing the bails, kissing the stumps, or it is forcefully hitting the bails or the stumps, the bail has to be dislodged as per the law for a wicket to be earned. And it is either out or not out, no two ways in between. Well, speaking about Jaiswal's dismissal and the reason for the third umpire giving it out based on the deflection that he saw and the contact that the ball made with his gloves, there was a clarification that I came across on X, which is formerly Twitter. It is coming from the handle of Daniel Cherney, and he posted on X, Warren Brennan, whose company BBG Sports operates Snicko, has explained why there was no spike as the ball appeared to move past Yashasvi Jaiswal's glove. Within quote, that was one of the glance shots where there isn't any noise, so Snicko shows nothing, only ambient noise, close quotes. Again, start quotes. I checked with the audio director and he said there was no noise either. Probably only hotspot could have resolved that one. Close quotes. Well, hotspot is not in operation in this Australian summer, and the third umpire went by what he saw. If you recall what happened in the Perth Test match to KL Rahul, he was given caught behind the Snicko meter. There was some spike, but then to the naked eye, it was clear gap between the bat and the ball. But then in that case, he was given out because the Snicko said so. There was a spike at the time of the ball passing KL Rahul's the top part of his bat. But then you can say it is different rulings for different people, but then that is how it goes. It was Richard Illingworth who was the third umpire in the Perth Test. Richard Illingworth of England, and in this case it was Bangladesh's Sharfuddoula.